Upon the invitation of the Salesian of Don Bosco and the Daughters of Mary Help of Christian, General Counselor for Missions, Father Václav Clement and Sister Alaide Dereti, Salesians of Don Bosco, Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, and some groups of the Salesian family present in East Asia, gathered in Sampran from August 14 to 18, 2011. It is the fifth regional gathering since 1989, organized by the SDB and FMA mission departments. Since 1989, Salesian missionaries gather every 6 years for updating and formation on specific topics, such as the discussion on the Far East cultures, religions, and evangelization in 1989 in Hua Hin, Thailand. The evangelization and interreligious dialogue in 1994 in Batulao, Philippines. The uniqueness of salvation in Jesus Christ and need for primary evangelization in 1998 in Hua Hin in Thailand. The challenges of the mission agentes in East Asia in 2004, again in Hua Hin, Thailand. It was in the assembly in 2004 the conference was first opened to other members of the Salesian family. It was decided that the next assembly would not solely be for missionary formation, but also days for reflection guided by a common theme. The study days is not just a formation seminar for missionaries. It is that and many more. The days are also meant to foster discussions and contextualize reflections on the importance of initial proclamation in the threefold context of East Asia, in order to arrive at a deeper understanding of the challenges and discover new insights and perspectives in view of a renewed missionary praxis. The overriding theme of the SDB FMA study days in all continents during this 6-year period is initial proclamation. Redemptoris Missio insists that initial proclamation is the permanent priority of mission. It has a central and irreplaceable role in the church mission because all forms of missionary activity are directed to this proclamation. He gave us His only Son. Although there had been a lot of insistence about initial proclamation in church documents, the term has not been clearly defined. In recent years, however, authors have sought to better define it. Joser Javert insists that the recipients of initial proclamation are not only those considered to be non-Christians, but those who do not know Christ, because it includes the unbaptized as well as the baptized who do not personally know Jesus Christ. In this light, followers of other religions and even Catholics who frequent our parishes and catechism classes, as well as other Christians in our centers, also need initial proclamation of the gospel in view of developing their faith and personal adhesion to Christ. The term initial proclamation is chronologically the first step in the long and complex process of evangelization in Asia's threefold context: rich cultures, ancient religions, and oppressive poverty. As the beginning of the pedagogy which introduces people step by step to the mystery of Christ, it is an ecclesial ministry constituted by all forms of witness, dialogue, word, friendship, and action, whose goal is to stir an interest in Jesus Christ on the part of those who have not heard about Him or abandoned or are indifferent in Christian faith. The study days had three moments. First, the situationer. The second, study and reflection. The third, formulating conclusions. The study days were moderated alternately by members of the Salesians of Don Bosco Missions Department and the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians. An FMA and an SDB from the region were designated as facilitators. First, to collate the situation reports of participants and present their synthesis at the start of the study days. Second, to synthesize the discussions each day and point out emerging insights and perspectives. Thirdly, to formulate together a final synthesis of the whole study days, outlining the challenges as well as new missiological and theological insights and perspectives regarding initial proclamation in East Asia. The study days were coordinated by Sister Alma Castanya and Father Joseph Fook. The study days gathered participants who had certain level of theological and missiological, anthropological, and academic formation. Those who came were asked to do a month-long preparatory research and reflection and respond to a questionnaire.
Let's get together and feel all right. Hear the children crying.
To study the talks. To participate actively in group activities in view of arriving at a deeper understanding of the challenges missionaries are facing and discover new insights and perspectives for more relevant mission work.
Let them all pass all their dirty remarks.
The organizers chose speakers outside the Salesian family in order to hear a different voice and different perspective of the topics. This allowed the participants to think out of the box. The speakers attempted to provoke deeper reflection and analysis and led the participants to new discoveries and insights. Appointed reactors critiqued the talks and provided the participants more focused items for discussion. Father Cyril Nipot Tianvihan spoke of his experience in Chiang Mai Diocese and pointed out that there is a need to rediscover the sense of the sacred inherent in ancient cultures, yet somehow lost in our modern, technological, and globalized society. His experience parallels the reflections of the theologian Jojo Fung, who highlights the fact that shamanism as found in indigenous tribes has something to teach East Asian Church in the manner she does her mission. Father Fidel Orendine affirmed the importance of the values pointed out by the speaker, yet also cautioned the risk of overemphasizing shamanism and absolutizing for the East Asia Church something which is a particular experience of a minority. He also brought out the dilemma that confronts every missionary who feels torn between the need to respect indigenous cultures and the urgent mandate of Christ to proclaim and evangelize, which in some cases leads to a clash of beliefs. On the second day, Father Francois shared his 40 years of missionary experience in Cambodia, fostering interreligious dialogue through day-to-day relationship, working with positive moral values in Buddhism, and stimulating the growth and development of the local church in a way that is harmonious to the cultures that surround it. In response, Sister Teresa Furukawa, an FMA, shared her life experience of conversion. Initial proclamation for her took the form of the consistent witnessing of teachers in a Catholic school and the enthusiastic way a priest taught his classes. This led her from Buddhism to Christianity. These two deep sharings provided material for the afternoon group discussion that focused on proclaiming Christ in East Asia today. Mr. Vivat Lauhabut acknowledged the many Salesian schools which are very much appreciated by the governments and the societies. However, there is the risk of not designing appropriate approaches that will answer the needs of recipients, especially the poorer ones. He employed a corporate approach to analysis and response, but was keen on the nature and end goals of the Salesian Mission. Father Fedrigotti SDB provided a unique response that grounded the audience on how Jesus acted and spoke in situations he had to proclaim in spite of the differences of culture, audience, and challenging social issues. In the afternoon, the participants visited the early Catholic settlements in Bangkok, which ended with a delicious Thai meal. Each day, there were group discussions to give the participants opportunities to express their thoughts and feelings based on their specific situations. These sharings were a source of information and deep insights crucial to the study days. The acts of the study days will be published in a booklet. In this way, the reflections and resolutions of the participants can enrich many more people, especially those preparing to be proclaimers of the gospel in different places and different cultures. The last day was spent drawing up the final statement summarizing the insights of the past days. In the afternoon, breakout groups met to discuss specific concerns.